Last time on MasterChef Canada,
Switch!
Matt and Justine went home in a shocking double elimination.
Thank you.
But it wasn't over yet. 3 home cooks competed online.
Matt, Justine, and Alice, we've decided to give you 3 a second chance.
After a dramatic incident,
911, 911.
Justine and Alice battled head-to-head for redemption.
The home cook that impressed me just a little bit more is...
Tonight,
Oh, wow!
the winner returns just in time for a grueling ordeal
You're gonna face a series of progressively harder skills tests.
where no one is safe.
Everyone is on the chopping block tonight.
It's do or die. Straight up to the gallery or straight home.
Not too long ago, there was 12 of us, and now we're down to 6. It seems like the group's just dropping like flies.
We just lost 2 really great home cooks, and now we're wearing black aprons. I feel scared.
It's definitely different in the MasterChef kitchen today. Black apron is not a good apron.
My heart is beating out of my chest.
What is going on here?
Welcome back. You are the top 6. Getting this far took skill, tenacity, and let's face it, a little bit of luck.
You're only as good as your last challenge, and we've lost some very talented cooks on our way to this point.
In fact, we thought some of them deserved a second chance.
What?
Since we last saw you, we gave 3 eliminated home cooks a chance to return to the MasterChef Canada kitchen.
Newsflash, somebody's rejoining the ranks.
One of those 3 home cooks earned their white apron back, and with it, a second chance to compete for the title of Canada's next MasterChef.
I just went from being top 6 to being top 7. It sucks.
Are you ready to find out who cooked their way back into this competition?
Yes, chef!
I'm thinking it's gonna be either Justine or Matt, but I'm also hoping it's not Justine or Matt because they're both really strong competitors.
Personally, I don't want anybody coming back. It's another person to beat.
Please help us welcome back
Oh, wow!
Alice.
Hey, Alice!
I'm back. I am fighting for a dream because I want to open my own bakery.
She was the first one eliminated. It definitely means that she fought her way back here. It is a little bit intimidating.
Hi, guys.
I'm not intimidated by Alice. There's a reason she went home first. Let's just hope she slips again.
Alice, you beat 2 eliminated home cooks for the white apron.
Yes, chef.
But you notice for this next challenge, all of you are wearing a black apron. That's because everyone is on the chopping block tonight.
I am definitely not expecting this.
You're gonna face a series of progressively harder skills tests. And your survival rests on mastering the most basic of ingredients.
The egg.
I'm real comfortable with an egg. It shows what you've got, shows your chops.
Get ready for the fight of your life.
Like, I'm not scared to cook in this kitchen anymore. I want to know what the challenge is.
I'm anxious, I'm nervous. I feel very scared about this.
Turn around.
Whoa.
That's weird.
Home cooks, this will be your first battleground. 3 will claw their way to safety and head up to the gallery. The other 4 will move on to
Skills test number 2. From these 4 stations, only 2 will cook their way up to the gallery, and 2 will face
The final head-to-head challenge. And this time, it's do or die. Straight up to the gallery or straight home. Follow me.
Oh, man. I'm good at pressure tests, but I don't want to do 3. 3 pressure tests in a row, and the more you keep going, the harder it gets. This is not good.
Home cooks, the first thing you have to make is something you'll find on the menu of any great British pub. A Scotch egg.
I've never made Scotch eggs. I've never eaten Scotch eggs.
It's a hard-boiled egg wrapped in fresh ground sausage.
I am feeling nervous. I never made a Scotch egg before.
You'll see it's covered with flavorful crumbs and deep-fried until crispy.
No to Scotch eggs.
And in this challenge, you have to be especially careful because we're giving you just 1 egg. That's right, no room for error.
Not a lot.
That's like a newborn baby, that egg.
You will have just 20 minutes to make us 1 perfect Scotch egg. The 3 home cooks that make the best Scotch egg will head straight to safety, up in the gallery.
I've never eaten a Scotch egg in my life. I've never cooked a hard-boiled egg in my life. But I'm feeling confident in my skills.
Are you ready to cook your way to safety?
Yes, Chef!
Your time starts now!
This is insane. Who would have thought Scotch egg is the thing that stands between me and that gallery?
I'm gonna do my grandfather McConaughey proud. It's a Scottish last name. I gotta do something with this. I don't care who's going home today as long as it ain't me.
I'm the only home cook who's been in every pressure test. And I cook Scotch eggs all the time. I have this challenge in the bag. I'm just gonna stay focused and not panic, keep calm, and hopefully do my best.
A Scotch egg, it's a lot more difficult than it might seem. You need to cook that egg so it is just hard cooked. Not overcooked and rubbery, but cooked through completely.
You gotta make sure that sausage meat is ground fine. Okay, a little bit lumps, you're not gonna get that very thin and delicate layer.
Whether you're making hamburgers, whether you're making meatballs, whether you're making sausage, you gotta sear off a test sample because it's the only way you're gonna know if your seasoning is right.
I am not going home today. I'm going to earn my way back into that gallery.
One I would be worried about is Alice. I wonder if she's adjusted, to that competition mode.
After leaving the MasterChef Canada kitchen, I didn't stop cooking. I am going to take this second chance and cook my heart out. I need to win this.
10 minutes! You only have 10 minutes left!
Boiled my egg for 10 minutes, right into an ice bath. The egg's supposed to be fully cooked, hard-boiled, but not overcooked, so you don't get that green ring. Luckily for me, back home, I make Scotch eggs all the time.
Trevor pulled his egg out of the boiling water at 10 minutes. Some might argue that that's a little bit too early.
Everybody wants to pull their egg at the same time. Nobody wants to be the person with the underdone egg. Certainly nobody wants to be the person with the overdone egg.
The way that I'm going to do my hard-boiled egg is going to take roughly 12 to 13 minutes. I know they've all taken them out too early.
Take your time, Tay.
Some people are struggling with getting that perfect sausage crust around that egg.
It's not sticking. I'm getting parts that are coming off of it that I completely have to re-flatten some and do it again. Calm down.
Why are my hands freezing up? I can't move them. I don't know what's wrong. I've never had that.
Stress, Taya. Breathe. Breathe deep.
My brain is telling my hand to close, and it won't close. Medic, I don't know what's wrong with my hands, but they're seizing.
Oh my goodness, Taya's nerves are getting the better of her.
It just happened after I put my hands in the ice, and now they're like cramping up. No, I've never had this happen before.
5 minutes! You have 5 minutes left!
Taya's hands have seized up under the pressure,
Why are my hands freezing up?
but she's determined to keep cooking.
I am using the palms of my hands, and I'm trying to pack it as best as I can without the use of my fingers. Just calm down, Taya.
The idea of getting it into a hot fryer to seal that outer crust, keep those wonderful juices in from that sausage meat, crispening up the crumbs is super important.
Man, the tension in this kitchen is intense.
1 minute, you have 1 minute left.
Listen to it in here. You can hear a pin drop. They are focused.
Somebody's going home today, so everybody wants to put their best effort forward.
I can't open anything.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Bring it in, darling.
I don't know what's wrong.
All right, home cooks, please bring your Scotch eggs to the front.
I'm panicking because I don't want to lose this challenge. I'm panicking because I don't want to cook again. And it's super frustrating because I know how to cook a Scotch egg.
Hey there, Barry.
Chef,
Any Scottish people in your family, Barry?
with a name like McConaughey, yeah, there's a couple. My grandpa McConaughey could never get me to wear a kilt, but he got me to make a Scotch egg.
We noticed that your egg was in the longest. Do you think it could be overcooked?
I'm hoping it's not over.
You can often tell a good Scotch egg by the weight. A good even ratio of meat to the egg is important. But what's even more important is the cook on that egg.
Yes, chef.
What do you think?
I'm pretty happy with that.
If I was in your shoes, I'd be pretty happy with that. Looks like a pretty even coating of the sausage grind around it. Let's give it a taste. Good and crispy. Love that combination of that perfectly cooked egg that is still nice and warm with that crispy outer crust. Great job. Thanks, Barry.
Thank you, chef.
It's perfectly cooked. I want to eat it.
How you feeling?
Feeling really upset right now because I thought I would kill this one, and I don't know what happened. My hands just seized up.
Despite all that difficulty, you got it on the plate. Crisp. Sounds great to me already. How long did you cook your egg for?
10 minutes.
The egg is slightly under, but look at this sausage. It's perfectly ground. It's even. The sausage surrounding that egg is absolutely delicious. This is really awesome.
I am hoping and praying that my flavors are enough to get me up to the gallery.
Aaron,
Chef Alvin?
I love surprises. Do you like surprises?
A little less when I'm on this side of the surprise, Chef.
I hope it's a good surprise.
I hope so, too.
Like what's inside Cracker Jack box. Look at that. 1 minute, 30 seconds more. That would be a home run. Sausage. Very, very even coat. Very, very crispy. Seasoning, perfect.
Scotch eggs. I locked this one down.
There is a lot riding on this Scotch egg because this is my comeback dish.
Alice, how you feeling?
Nervous.
It's a little irregular in shape, not as smooth around that egg as I think it could have been. I think it's a little on the darker side. It's a little under. I also see the sausage meat a little uneven here, and it's just starting to pull away from the egg. Flavor overall is good, but the egg is underdone, a little irregular in shape. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, May.
Hi, Chef Alvin.
I think the color's quite nice. maybe a slightly dark, but shape, nice and round. You know, the magic is gonna show when I saw into this. There it goes, let's see. A minute or two under. Seasoning, it's just right. But, you know, as I bite into the Scotch egg, you can see by all the crumbling around the sausage meat, that starts to fall apart. It's not staying firm. So I don't get that crunch I want.
Miranda.
Chef Claudio.
Nice crunch. Unfortunately, your egg's undercooked.
Yep.
You didn't hit that sweet spot. 1 egg, 1 minute. And you can see here, Miranda, it's thick here, it's thin here, and there's another big problem. Where the sausage is thin, it's overcooked. That's not good.
I think for the most part, I'm technically strong. I definitely feel that I'm one of the front runners in the pack.
What I'm very concerned, actually, is how big your egg is. That could be due to too much meat, or, you know, it didn't bind, and it started to debind. Cook on the egg slightly on the underdone side. Sausage, it's not that even. You nailed it with your flavor. But the technical aspect, that may cost you.
It was a difficult challenge.
There was a lot of technical mistakes.
I'm not happy. I'm mad at myself.
Right now, I think my odds are pretty slim. I'm hoping I did enough to get myself to the next level.
The biggest challenge for this group was cooking that egg well done.
I'm very upset that my egg didn't turn out. I absolutely don't want to be in that head-to-head competition.
It turns out that this deceptively simple pub snack is packed with technical challenges. Only one of you managed to overcome them all. Barry, congratulations.
Very good.
You're safe from elimination. Now make your way on up to the highlands of the gallery up there, young laddie.
Aye, matey.
Be on your way.
Going up to the gallery. This is a fun, fun walk. Top of the world.
No one else matched Barry's success, but 2 home cooks gained a slight edge thanks to their tastes and textures. Aaron and Taya, you're safe.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Thank you, chefs.
I'll lock this one down. The rest of the day's a spectator sport.
I am so happy I do not have to cook again.
You 4 will now face an even tougher challenge.
I'm disappointed. I strive for the best, and I want to win every challenge I go in.
Please follow us.
I feel like I was like a hair away from getting into the gallery. I'm feeling pretty upset to have to go through another cook. It's kind of deflating.
I'm just hoping that this cook will go better than the first cook.
You can't have an egg battle without breakfast. This time, your survival depends on a stunning Eggs Benedict with a perfectly poached egg and a velvety hollandaise. Absolute perfection.
I'm feeling very confident I make eggs Benny pretty regularly for myself and my husband.
You have 10 minutes for this challenge. And this time, you have 2 eggs to work with. That's 1 for poaching, 1 for the sauce, and once again, no room for error.
Wow. Oh, I'm happy to be upstairs.
It feels like there's way more at stake in this kitchen.
Are you ready to make a flawless eggs Benny?
Yes, Chef!
Your time starts now!
I need to win here, and I'm not going into that final. I want this so bad, and no one's going to take this from me.
A 10-minute timer on this challenge is so difficult. Every second counts.
For me, this cook, there's a lot more pressure. The third challenge is gonna be 2 cooks, head-to-head, sudden death. Winner takes all. I don't wanna be in that challenge. I'm gonna rock this eggs Benny out.
There you go, Trevor. Eggs Benedict. Sounds easy, but boy, oh boy, is it full of little twists and turns. Poaching that perfect egg is a challenge unto its own.
What I do is I create a little vortex and slowly drop the raw egg into that vortex. Very, very carefully, because if you don't, the egg is not gonna come together.
My biggest concern is I have to get this poach perfect on this egg first try. I'm not gonna be in the final because I'm gonna take a lot of care and attention to the little details with this poached egg so I don't mess it up like I did the last time.
5 minutes, you have 5 minutes left!
I don't eat a lot of eggs. The only ones I like are scrambled or over easy. I am not as confident as I should be. I don't really cook a lot of eggs.
I'm gonna do my very best.
Now, hollandaise, I believe, is one of the most difficult sauces to make. If you do not keep whisking your eggs, they stick to the bottom of your stainless steel bowl, and then they cook and they scramble. And you have to very slowly drizzle in that butter. If you dump it in all at once, it's gonna separate and break.
You checked your hollandaise? It tastes good?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
To nail this sauce, you have to have made it a bunch of times, which I have, so I'm feeling really comfortable.
Attaboy, Trevor.
I'm whisking it, and it's looking good. I set it down to check my English muffins.
You gotta babysit a hollandaise sauce. Otherwise, it's gonna split like a bad marriage.
I look back up. No! And my hollandaise sauce is starting to split. Now I'm panicking because I don't have another yolk. Okay. I have to try and salvage this. Now I'm just panicking and whisking vigorously to try and get it to come together. I hit it with a bit more salt. I hit it with a bit more acid.
1 minute! 1 more minute left! Breakfast in 1 minute!
And this is all about timing, execution, and technique. If they screw this up, they're finished. Look at this. May right now is the front runner. She is already applying her hollandaise to the top of the poached egg.
And that hollandaise, we wanted a beautiful yellow color. It is unbelievable.
15 seconds, Trevor.
I think my sauce is perfect. Couldn't be happier.
Oh my God.
As I am spooning my hollandaise sauce onto my eggs Benedict, I see it break.
10, 9, 8,
Oh
7,
my
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Wow. It looks beautiful. My sauce is just like, it's amazing. I'm feeling very, very happy.
Walking up with my eggs Benedict, I'm really emotional. I'm getting upset because this is not the comeback that I'm hoping for.
Wow, you pulled it off. But there's nothing more disappointing, May, than cutting into a poached egg and not having that beautiful golden yolk ooze out. Wow. That just leaves me speechless. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. You obviously added vinegar to the water. Did you add any salt to the water?
I did.
It's a bit bland. And there's another issue. You can see that the hollandaise is just slightly too thin. It's just washing off of that egg, and that's critical. And I think that bacon makes up for the lack of salt on the egg. That's a pretty solid performance by you.
Thank you.
I didn't get a perfect critique. I'm still feeling really unsure.
On visual inspection, I'm afraid sauce is all over the place. Also, I see a bit of splitting. But what is the most important thing about an eggs Benedict?
The runny yolk.
Look at that. That's a beauty. You know, the bacon, I would say, is slightly undercooked. Very important technical mistake.
How you feeling?
I feel really emotional. There's a lot riding on this for me. I know everyone's sacrificed everything, but mine just has a ticking time clock to it with my mom. With her diagnosis of early onset Alzheimer's, every time that I'm away from her could be the next phone call. She doesn't remember who I am. This time away from her is definitely a challenge.
Time is precious for you, isn't it?
It really is. So I need to be here to do my best to bring it home for me and my mom.
At the end of the day, you do what you gotta do to get through this competition. And it all boils down to what is happening on this plate. There are a few challenges here, I see. This hollandaise is broken. The flavor is awesome. If I close my eyes and I pretend that it's made properly, just never turn your back on a hollandaise.
I won't do that again. I'm thinking about my mom. Everything I've worked hard to do is almost slipping out of my fingers.
Hi there, Trevor.
Chef Michael.
Look, I think the eggs Benny looks pretty darn good. Good shape to the egg. What looks to be a good consistency on the hollandaise. Nice little browning on the bacon. Look at that. That looks like one happy eggs Benny. Let's give it a little taste. Very good.
Thank you, Chef.
Great consistency. Very, very light, seasoned well. I think it could have done just with a little more acidity, a touch more juice. But overall, it's very good indeed.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Thanks, Trevor.
What happened?
I broke my hollandaise sauce.
Very easy to do. Unfortunately, it's happened to you at the worst possible time. The cook on the bacon looks pretty good. Cook on the egg feels good. Let's see what happens inside. Your yolk is overcooked.
I know I'm cooking again.
It's not over yet for you here. You still have that fight.
Absolutely.
Are you ready to fight?
Okay. It's not over yet. There's still over.
Look at me. Look at me. You the next round if you don't make it to this. Don't worry. It's not
It's not over. It's not over.
Just give us a moment, please.
I do not want to go into that final round It is terrifying.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
It's a tough challenge.
My egg is perfect, but the sauce still split a bit. So I'm just hoping that my flavors will carry me through.
So we know where we're going to go.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, sounds good.
A perfect eggs Benedict in 10 minutes is a tall order for any home cook. You should all be commended just for finishing. And some of you finished with a bang.
Trevor and May, congratulations.
I feel so relieved.
Please head up to the gallery, because you're both safe.
I did not want to go into this head-to-head challenge.
It feels so good to be up in the gallery.
That's amazing to do that in 10 minutes.
I'm so angry, but I'm angry at myself. I just haven't been able to show what I can do.
This is it. One battle to determine who stays and who goes. And your future in the MasterChef Canada kitchen is riding on one last challenge.
This is one of the hardest egg dishes that you'll ever have to master.
A delicate and savory cheese souffle.
Soufflé is very hard, it's very technical, it's very challenging.
You have 3 eggs to work with.
You'll need all 3 yolks for the base and all 3 whites to make sure that it rises perfectly. So once again, you only have one chance to pull it off.
You have only 30 minutes to make your souffle.
Some professional chefs take years to perfect the souffle. I have only 30 minutes.
We want you to bring it to the front as soon as it's ready. Soufflés must be served and eaten immediately. So we need to judge yours at its highest peak.
If your souffle does not rise, your dream will fall along with it. Now please head to your station.
I should be top 6. I earned my spot. I've competed every single day. Alice hasn't.
Everything is resting in that one souffle.
Are you ready?
Yes, Chef.
Your time starts now!
Come on, guys.
Let's go, ladies.
Come on.
So many things can go wrong in a souffle.
Every step is critical. They only have 3 eggs, and the first step is they have to separate them, the whites from the yolks. They cannot break those yolks and contaminate the egg white. Otherwise, those egg whites just won't whip.
There are many ways to separate an egg white from egg yolk. Miranda used her hand, and that's exactly what I would do. With 3 eggs, no mistakes, use your hand.
That's definitely a home-cooked mistake to use the eggshells to separate your whites from your yolks, because those eggshells are like tiny little teeth. They're very jagged.
A souffle relies upon the whisked egg whites to rise that whole dish.
So if you don't whip your egg whites enough, it will be flat.
It's do or die, and I can't go home right now. I have too much riding on this, so this has to be perfect.
So I think what they should be doing next is starting to prepare their souffle base. Measuring out their dry ingredients, getting a pan on the stove top, melting down some butter, adding the flour to that butter, making your base roux, and then slowly add the milk to that pan, whisking and stirring constantly.
I want to prove to the judges that they were not wrong in bringing me back and that I deserve a spot here.
Miranda's batter looks very silky and smooth. Unfortunately for Alice, her batter looks kind of lumpy, almost like scrambled egg.
What's probably happened there is she has added her egg yolks to her base flour and butter mixture when it was still too hot, and the egg yolks have started to cook, in essence, scrambling. Miranda is actually starting to whip her egg whites, I believe, by hand. Look, getting a little bit of volume.
I've whipped a lot of egg whites in my day. I know that I have to whip it to a medium stiff peak.
Nice job, Miranda.
Good job. Looks great.
Savory soufflés are even harder to make than sweet soufflés.
Especially a cheese souffle for the simple reason cheese is very dense and heavy. That's why this is ultra tricky.
It's just not whipping.
Alice is trying to whip her whites, and they are not stiffening up.
These soufflés are going to take 12 to 15 minutes in order to achieve that beautiful height and that beautiful rise that we're looking for.
Oh my God, it's not whipping.
I don't know what happened, but I see yolk in my egg whites.
Did you get an egg yolk in there?
I did.
Her whites are contaminated. She has egg yolks in her whites.
Look, look, look. Miranda's souffle is going in the oven.
Whip it by hand. Turn it off and whip it by hand. Alice got yolk in her egg white. If I was in that position, I would really want someone to come help me.
Oh my God, look at this. Miranda's helping her.
Miranda's looking to help
My goodness.
her. I mean, this is...
It's classy.
Get violent.
One of these home cooks is going home, and Miranda is helping Alice. And she only has 3 minutes to get that souffle in the oven, or it's
Actually, those
over.
whites are stiffening up much better than I thought.
My goodness. You have to admire both of these home cooks, you know. Miranda, on one hand, is trying to help Alice, and Alice refuses to throw the towel in.
Second chances do not come that easily, and I came back here to cook. I am not going to give up.
At the 30-minute mark, Miranda and Alice must present their dish. But if one of their soufflés is done before that, it will be judged immediately.
Once you take it out of the oven, within minutes, if not seconds, it will start to deflate.
Please, souffle. Please rise.
The thing with soufflés is you don't know if you did it right till the very end. Alice, with soufflés, it can take a second, but it doesn't matter because in 1 second it won't be, and in the next second you have beautiful puffy goodness. Okay?
Thank you, Miranda.
Tell that soufflé to rise.
5 minutes! You have 5 minutes. You have to bring your souffle to the front.
If you think it's time, you take it out. You don't want it too brown, right?
Miranda's ready to take her souffle out.
Oh my goodness.
That one on the right looks nice.
Flat
Flat
This
one.
one? I'm ready, chef.
It's raised nicely. Great-looking souffle. Look at that. When it shakes like that, that just shows it is so light and fluffy. That's why they don't last for long.
No.
I can smell the cheesiness. Very rich and flavorful by the nose. It's time to taste.
Okay.
After 3 grueling cooks, you absolutely nailed this.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Thank you, Chef Michael.
Miranda, your mother is incredibly proud of you right now.
Those were the best words I could ever hear after such a grueling day.
1 minute. You have 1 minute left. 1 minute.
My souffle actually rose.
Let's go, Alice. You can do this. Wow.
There you go, Alice. There you go.
Against all odds, Alice, look what you did. Is that better than you thought?
It could have been better, I think.
Not perfect, but it rose. Amazing. I don't know how you pulled this off. The flavor is quite nice. It's not perfect. What is perfect, though, is you did not give up. I did not make a mistake by asking you back.
Thank you, Chef.
Way to go, Alice.
I didn't give up. And even when worse came to worse, I still finished all my dishes.
This has been an unforgettable day in the MasterChef Canada kitchen.
Miranda, we applaud your character and your magnificent souffle. Please take off your apron and head up to the gallery.
I put my everything into this souffle to just finally be told today that I nailed something. It was just such a great feeling. I know that my mom's always been my #1 supporter. All the more reason I have to win this.
Miranda has shown a lot of growth, and she's on a fast track to the top.
Alice, you displayed extraordinary grace and bravery. It was a delight to have you back in our kitchen, and I wish that we didn't have to say goodbye again quite so soon.
Thank you once
Amazing
again.
challenge today.
I came back to show the judges what I can do. It may not have been perfect, but overall, this experience has been life-changing. Getting this second chance, it reminds me of how much I enjoy cooking.
Woo! Good luck, guys.
Next time, the top 6 compete in a classic restaurant takeover.
Welcome to the Auberge de Pommier.
Michael's reputation is on the line.
4 artichoke salads and I need them right now.
I'm overwhelmed.
Very behind.
Service.
And one team goes up in smoke.
Watch your pan. Look at it, it's smoking. You can't serve a steak that is black on the edges like that. That's a waste of good steak.
I'm feeling like we're drowning.